Good afternoon. My name's Andrea.
Hi.
It's so nice to meet you. I see down here that your name is Lauren Ho, and what would you like me to call you?
You can just call me Lauren.
Lauren. All right, Lauren. Well, thank you again so much for coming in today. I'm looking forward to getting to know you a little bit more. And before we get started with our interview, just tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm in college
Okay.
and I've kind of jumped around with my major. I'm not quite sure what I want to do.
All right.
I have a big family and none of them are here.
Okay.
And I have a best friend. We go out to get coffee a lot. So, yeah, caffeine.
So you're a coffee girl, huh?
Yes.
Me too.
And I like art and the outdoors and being active. So
Okay. So are you thinking of pursuing art as like a major potentially, or?
maybe, but like, what do you do with an art major? So, except for like maybe going into graphic design or some other stuff. So we're still thinking about it.
Okay, awesome. Well, it's really like exciting to get to know a little bit more about you. It sounds like you have a lot of great things going for you, and college is always so exciting.
Yeah.
And just to clarify a little bit how I work, before we get into the interview, I just want to let you know that I want you to feel comfortable with talking to me. And I want you to know that everything that you share with me today, it stays completely confidential between you and me. However, there is an exception to that, and that is if I were to hear that you were to harm yourself or to harm another person, for example, an elderly person, a child, or someone who is disabled, then I would be obligated to tell someone about that. Do you have any questions about that?
No.
All right. And in continuing as well, I'm here to help you with whatever you've come in to speak with me about today. So I'm not here necessarily to give advice. However, I am here to listen to you and to figure out some goals that you would like to create for yourself, and some things that you'd maybe like to work on as well. Do you have any questions about that? Or yeah? Okay. Well, in saying that, let's go ahead and get right into this session, which will be about 15 minutes, by the way, if that's okay with you. And getting into the session, what's brought you in today?
Well, I found out a few days ago that I'm pregnant,
Okay.
and I haven't told anybody except for my best friend,
Okay.
because she's my best friend. And she's like, you need to go take a pregnancy test because we're not sure.
Okay.
But
So just to
I'm
clarify.
pretty sure.
Oh, sorry about that. What was that?
I'm pretty sure.
You're
but
pretty
I'm
sure,
not
okay.
For sure, and so she really wants me to take. She's really pushing me to take the test,
Okay.
and I'm just really scared because I have like my whole future, and it's something that like changes it completely, and like I already come from a big family, so like money and then like schooling, and it's just like a lot, and it's overwhelming, and I don't want to take the pregnancy test.
Okay. So just to clarify, you're not exactly sure that you're pregnant, but you feel like you're pretty sure you are, you're just not positive yet.
Yeah.
And you haven't taken a pregnancy test yet. Okay. Sounds like you're really worried about like how this is going to affect your future. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And what has your friend said when you talked to her about this?
Well, she said I need to take it, so I know for sure. Although we're kind of sure, but because we've had like the throwing up and then like
Okay.
yeah. So, but she's really pushing me to take it, just so, like I don't know, 'cause she really wants the first year. I mean, she wants me to have the first year. I think she wants me to have the first year so that it like maybe becomes like more reality.
Yeah.
But I'm scared to take it because I don't want reality, because then it means I have to like start changing all these things and preparing for something, and it's just super scary.
So what I'm hearing is that after talking to your friend, it sounds like she really just wants what's best for you. But it also sounds like she really wants you to take the test because she feels like that will make clear to you what you need to do next. However, it sounds like you're scared because you don't want it to be a reality. Okay. All right. And what was her reaction to that when you told her that that's not something you wanted to do?
She just didn't understand why, and I think at the moment I didn't understand really why.
Okay.
But she was just kind of upset at me and like didn't understand why I wouldn't take it. And yeah, she was mad and she was like yelling at me.
Okay.
And yeah, so
And when she was yelling at you, how did that make you feel?
it made me feel really bad.
Okay.
Like I was kind of alone because she's the only one that knows.
Okay.
And now I feel like I can't really talk to her about it because she doesn't understand
Okay.
why I don't want to take it.
Okay. So after all of this happening, you telling her yelling at you, do you feel like she's there for you?
Yeah, I mean, I know she's my best friend and she's always going to be there for me. At the same time, like, I feel like in this instance, like, she wants something different from me
Okay.
than I want for me, but I know she's right, I guess, in a sense. It's just something really scary and she doesn't understand.
So it sounds like you feel like even like she can give you a lot of advice, but you feel like she doesn't really understand what she's advising you to do, maybe?
Yeah, because
Is
she
that
doesn't
correct?
understand my feelings.
Okay.
And like I know she knows it's gonna change things, but I don't think she realizes how much it's gonna change things and how like scary it is for me.
Okay. Now, is there a boyfriend in the picture?
Yeah, but I'm too scared to tell him. He doesn't know either.
Okay.
And I don't know how that's gonna go. And I don't wanna lose him either.
Okay.
And then like and I wouldn't want him to like drop out of school, but like he's gotta finish and then would he even be there for me? Would it be long distance? Like I don't wanna do it alone. And like if I do end up becoming pregnant, I'm gonna have to go home and my best friend's gonna be here and my boyfriend's gonna be here, even if I have a boyfriend. And then yeah. And then everyone's gonna think all these things about me.
So it sounds like you're concerned about what people will think about you.
Yeah.
If you were to tell your boyfriend, how do you think he would react?
I think he would get really scared,
Okay.
like me. I think he would wouldn't know what to say for a while. And you'd probably have to have a day or so to think on what to say and what to do, and probably talk to one of his best friends, and then we'd have to talk about it. And I think he would be there for me because he's not just gonna leave me. He cares about me, but it would be a big transition, and it's like not what we had planned. Like we're getting pregnant and then rushing everything and out of order.
So what I'm hearing you say is that it may take him a while to process it,
Yeah.
but he'd still stay
Yeah.
or be there with you. So in you saying that, would you eventually like to get to the point where you could tell him? Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you think would help you get to that point? Maybe,
I feel
if
like
anything.
probably taking the test for sure.
Okay.
Maybe talking to my best friend a little bit more so that like I'm not just going in by myself in case it doesn't go wrong, and I know she'll be there for me. Maybe talk to her a little bit more and so she understands, or I feel like she'd understand more of my feelings and how scared I am.
So what I'm hearing is, coming into the session today, potentially you're looking for confidence to take the test. Is that
Yeah.
correct? Is that what you'd like to accomplish?
Yeah. I think I do need confidence to take the test. And then just like support from my friends.
Okay. So, in forming some goals, would one of those goals be that you want to get to the point where you want to take the test? Okay. All right, awesome. Now, I'm going to ask you a little bit of a strange question. And that is, say you go home tonight after this interview and you go to sleep. And while you're sleeping, you have this miracle happens, okay? And that miracle is that when you wake up in the morning, you suddenly have the confidence to right away, go straight away, go to a clinic or go to a store to buy or take the test. Now, while you're sleeping, so you don't know this miracle has happened. But in the morning when you wake up, what would tell you or what would show you or what would help you feel like this miracle had taken place?
Maybe knowing that in the end it's not going to be so bad.
Okay.
And then I'll get through it. It's just, and I'll have a baby. I'd have a baby that's like really cute, and it's a lot of responsibility, but it would be mine. He or she would be cute and it'd be part me and part the person I care about.
Okay. So maybe knowing that in the end it's going to be all right, and
And
that
it's not like
people-
I'm gonna die.
not like you're going to die.
Yeah.
And that those people will be there for you.
Yeah.
All right. And have you found anything useful so far to build this confidence towards taking the test? Sounds like you talked to a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Talk to a friend. I think I need to talk to my parents.
Okay. So you'd like to work
And-
towards talking to your parents as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think you really helped me a lot because you've helped me realize my feelings as to what I need to do through talking about it
Okay.
to my my best friend and into my talking to myself, realizing that I'm kind of scared and I just need to take it because no matter what I do, like if I'm pregnant, I'm still gonna be pregnant if I take it or not, and that's not gonna stop it.
And you know, this is I can see how this would be really scary for you, really concerning, overwhelming, because you know this is a lot for someone at your age. And I'm glad that talking about it with someone has helped you to come to some self-realizations about what you want to do in the future, and realizing that it's going to be okay. And I think that's awesome. And I'm also going to ask you another question, a little bit of a scaling question, where on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you feel helpless and you're not going to take the test in a million years, and 10 being you feel a lot more confident, you feel like you can go and take the test. In fact, when you get home, you're like that confident you're going to go and do it right away. Like, where would you say you'd rate yourself on that scale of 1 to 10?
I'd say I'm at like a 9 or 8.
Okay.
Like I need to go home. I need to take the test because I need to do it now, or else I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
But also like I'm really frustrated at myself because it's like I have to take it, but I'm frustrated because I don't want to because I know that's what's gonna really hit me with reality and make everything more real.
So you're a little bit scared about once you take the test.
Yeah, but even like it'll be okay.
Yeah.
It's just something I'll probably have to get through.
Yeah. All right. Well, at this time, I'm going to take a little bit of a thinking break just to think over some of the things we've talked about. And at this moment, feel free to go to the bathroom, take a little bit of a break, and I'll be back in